Now then YouTube, I'm the Top Man and welcome back to episode 3 of my Resonant Rise server Let's Play. Today I'm going to be going through optimizing how much wood I can get from one piece of wood, how much wood planks I can get. I'm going to go do that. Who have we got on? It's just me. It's just little old me. Unfortunately we got absolutely no cyanite from that, but we did get quite a lot of Yellorite dust, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and put a load of cobble in there just to use up this power in here, so I'm not doing that. I need to get some sand and some glass for what I want to do next. Let me go ahead and put the Yellorite dust into there, because I want to make, guys, today, I want to make a sawmill. I had a look into this sawmill from Mariculture, but it's not the kind of sawmill you're probably thinking of, guys. It doesn't do the same job. It basically just creates different blocks and stuff like that with this particular sawmill. So the Darkcraft power saw, all this stuff here that I don't really know what I'm doing with. These are the Project Red and Forge Microblocks saws that cut up blocks into like half slabs and strips and panels and stuff like that. Doing it our way, we're also going to create what's called this sawdust from Thermal Expansion. You can see there. We're going to create sawdust, and this sawdust can be compressed into compressed sawdust, and it can then be put into a furnace to create charcoal. So that's, you know, a good little output there, especially for us if we're going to be using this charcoal to make our fuel. Our power is going to be a big reactors, so we need those graphite bars, which means we need that charcoal, which means we need one of these sawmills and stuff like that, so we can get the most out of the wood that we've got. So the sawmill it is, guys. Let me get all the stuff ready together, and we'll see what we can, what shenanigans we can get up to this episode. Well, guys, all the power from my sag mill was used up, which is very nice. So to make this actually work, because I can't use one engine and you know, power two different machines unless I have something to put that power into in terms of pipes. Well, I've gone ahead and created myself some leadstone energy conduits, guys, which is what's going to act as the conduit for my power. So this is really simple stuff, guys. Really simple stuff. You know, nothing special. I'm not going to make it look good because this is only a temporary setup while I get myself sorted. So inside here, guys, will be my sag mill stuff, my normal stuff. But inside here, which is the one I'm going for, is the wood. I put wood in here and I get the wood planks back. So let's have a look at it, actually, the recipes. You can see we get 6 pieces of wood. We also get a 100% chance of getting this sawdust. This sawdust can then be used to make the compressed sawdust, and then this compressed sawdust can be smelted up into charcoal. So that's one way of getting charcoal, but that's also one way of making one wood into 6 wooden planks, so that I can then use those wooden planks to smelt up my wood, and so on and so forth. Just to... I need a crescent hammer, actually. I'm going to have to go and make a crescent hammer for this episode. Tin and iron. I think I've got all the stuff on me to actually make one of those. Ta-da! I actually have enough to make 8 of those. So what we're going to do, guys, because I don't want the sag mill at the moment, I don't need the sag mill, let's just disconnect it from those sources there. Means that no power is going to get put into this. So 10,000 MJs are not just going to get lost up into this sag mill. I'll use this sag mill whenever I need this sag mill. I'll just go ahead and, you know, wrench it back. But for the moment, I don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, put the coal in there, and as you can see, we're going to get power in there, which is brilliant. But the bad thing is that when this is full of power, this is still going to try to put out power. So we want to be quick about this. Oh, I'm hearing somebody banging at my door. Unfortunately, no, I don't want a takeaway menu, thank you. And I don't want Avon, if you don't mind. So I'm going to put 8 in there, because that'll get me 8 bits of sawdust as well, so I can at least smelt it up into one piece of charcoal. But it'll get me a ton of oak wood planks, which is brilliant. And with those oak wood planks, and with my oak wood that I've got, I can go ahead and make myself enough charcoal to hopefully get things going with this. Hopefully get things going. So let me go and grab my wood. It's the furnace I want, thank you. I don't want to use my coal, I want to use the wood planks that I've got. And I'm going to put the oak wood into there. And of course I'm going to use this sawdust to go ahead and compress that up. Brilliant, thank you. and I'm also going to put that in there afterwards as well. Hopefully we'll get, you know, quite a bit of charcoal from this. I don't think it's going to be enough, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get enough, and then once I've got enough of the charcoal to continue on with what I'm doing, which is my power generation, I can then go ahead and start recording again, guys, and then show you guys what exactly it is that I'm going to be doing down in this room down there. So I will see you guys when I'm nicely sorted. Now then, guys, look at this. I've got tons and tons of Yellorium. I've just got it coming out my eyes, man. Coming out my eyes. So anyway, I've got the Yellorium here. Now, I tend to do a lot of this. I tend to stick a lot of things in my inventory and think, you know what, this is going to be doing this, this is going to be doing this. There is a tool, and I've gone and crafted it. This is the pocket crafting table from Factorization, and it will simply allow me to go and make all this casing. So I've got 60 reactor casing now, which means, guys, I can go down and make the frame for this. And this room, it just so happens to be the exact right size for something like this. So let's put these down, actually, because I'm going to need these for light, just around the edges. And I've got this here. All will become apparent soon. So, okay, I want one of these in the middle. In fact, should I put this into the floor? It might be a good idea. It might be a good idea to put this into the floor, actually. Let me go ahead and I need an axe. I need an axe. Give me a couple of bits of iron, please. 3, in fact. Don't worry, guys. It looks as if I haven't got much iron, but believe me, I've got absolutely tons of it once it goes through the system. So, okay, we're going to start right here. That's going to be the middle. Plop that right there. And we're going to take everything out from here on aroundwards. Aroundwards, if that's even a word. I've just used it, if it is. And we're going to need to take one more. Oops, some more iron there. And this is as big as the reactor's going to get. Whoa. Big as the reactor's going to get. So I'm going to come down, the reactor's going to be right in my face, which is going to be great. So let's do the reactor casing all around the bottom. Apart from there. I don't want one there. And put some up there. Hoi. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3. Give me that back, if you don't mind. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. 3. Now I do need to get up there. Do need to get another one on there. So there we are. 4 is the how tall it's going to be. This is the maximum height. Well, it's not the maximum height that you can get. You can get like huge ones, but this is the maximum height I'm going to be using. Oop. Bit of laggage. And then let's pop that onto there. So we've got the basic framework, guys, which is good. This is the basic framework. I'm going to need to create some more stuff. Reactor glass. Reactor, all the bits and bobs. I should have enough reactor casing here to be able to craft what I want. If I don't, then I've got plenty of Yellorium. I've got some more charcoal in the thing as well, so there's nothing to worry about there. I need reactor glass then, if you don't mind. Can I not craft this? I have the stuff in my inventory. Oh, my mouse button's not working for some reason. There we are. Right, 2, 4, 6. In fact, I'm probably going to need all of that. I'm going to need all of that, definitely. So what this is going to do, guys, is I'm going to fill out the bottom here and around. I'm going to fill out the back and basically all the gaps inside here. It's going to be filled out with reactor glass. And I'm going to need a lot more of this stuff, which means I need more reactor casing, which means I'm going to have to get my bumming gear and make some more of this stuff. We're very nearly there, though, guys. Look at this. This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be my entire power that I'm going to be needing for, you know, a long while. I've got plenty of Yellorium to fuel it, and I'll be absolutely laughing once this is up. I'll be absolutely laughing for power once this is up. But let me get the rest of the items that I'm going to need then, guys. And I will see you for when it's near enough complete. Okay, guys, I think I have enough reactor glass now to finish this off. I've gone ahead and put loads of cobblestone well, stones in here for you guys to actually see, because those ones are where things are going to be standing. So, I'll show you that anyway when I'm finished. There is a gap in the middle there. That's for the control rod. There is going to be the actual control lot there. There's going to be that there and that there as well. So, other than that, guys, we're pretty much sorted for reactor glass. We've got to go ahead and make ourselves what we need now. So why don't I go ahead and get myself these out, because I'm going to need these. I'm probably going to need more of these as well, so I'm going to go ahead and create them. I'm going to need... What am I going to need? What am I going to need? Well, we've got the reactor thing here. I'm going to want, first and foremost... Where are you? There you are. The redstone, the whole controller, the reactor controller. So we need 2 yellorium, 4 reactor case, and a diamond. I had to grind some cobblestone up to get some sand. Oh, and I'm going to need some redstone as well. Thank you. Can't wait till I get my AE system going. I cannot wait till I get my AE system going. Reactor case in there, there, and there. And of course the 2 yellorium on either side. That'll get me the reactor controller. So once that's done, I'm going to need the power tap. I'm only going to need one of these. For the moment, at least. I'm going to want 2 of these access ports. So I'm going to want 2 pistons and 2 chests. Let's go and grab that. Let's go and grab some of you. I've got some iron. I might want to need a little bit, tiny bit more iron. I've got some redstone as well to be able to craft myself some of these. So, okay, you. It would help if I actually had wood rather than that. So, oh, I could have used my thing, but well, never mind. I need 2 of you, please. 1, 2. Also need 2 chests. Hey, stop banging on my door. Better things to do. Access ports then. 2 of the access ports. Brilliant. Now we've done that, I need 2 of the redstone ports. These, right, I'm going to need a couple of golden ingots. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Where did he go? There. 1 of you. I need 2 of you. Why can't I get 2 of you? Do I not have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. I'm going to need some more charcoal, I think. Once I've got this redstone reactor port thing, guys, I will be able to go through things. Oh, and I actually need a control rod as well. And a couple of these yellorium fuel rods. So I am going to need a few more, only a few more, but only a few more graphites. So I'll be back, guys, once I've got that. And welcome back, guys. I had a little bit of an issue. I've got no idea why it is. I just logged out for a bit, and I went to get myself a drink, and I come back, and I signed in, and I was getting like 0.1 FPS. I seriously, I couldn't move. I was like, I was like a 1960s computer, guys. It was that bad. But I restarted Minecraft and I'm back. Oh, look at this. Optifine for the win. Optifine for the win. Optifine doesn't actually come with Resonant Rise by default. I've had to, add it in, especially for my recordings. Visual things like this I can deal with. It's the invisible mobs you get. So I'm quite safe when I'm inside, but if I go outside, yeah, things might get a little bit strange. Anyway. I need 3 of these fuel rods, which is fantastic. And do I need a control? I think... Did I make a control rod? Or have I gone ahead of myself again? I may have gone ahead of myself again, A control... Wait, hang on. Reactor. I was already on there. What am I doing? So I need a reactor control rod. One of these things, guys. So I need 3 graphite bars. Just so happens I've got 2. Okay, I'm sure I've got some left in here. Yes! I don't want to use a coal for it though, so let's go ahead and use 1 wooden plank. I think it should. The reason why I'm using this steel furnace, guys, is because it actually smelts a lot more than a normal one. And you can see it smelts a hell of a lot faster. Usually you'd have to do like 2 wooden blocks to get one particular item. So... this here, What else was there? Reactor control rod. I need 4 reactor casings. Do I have them? Well, I'm about to get some, if I haven't. Reactor casing, please, if you wouldn't mind. Well, okay, so I need that there, that there, that there, that there, that there. I need you in the middle, and I need 4 iron. And eventually, I will be finished with this, guys. 2, 3, 4, fantastic. Let's have that in there. And then, of course, 1 bit of redstone, right in the middle there. Along with this, will help me make my reactor control rod. And as you can see, I've got 8 of these glass things, and as you can see, I've gone ahead and pre-filled it with water for you guys. That's what this, infinite water pool was for. I just literally, I came up here and spread water source blocks all the way around. It needs to be cooled, so this has to take place. So we dive in here, guys. We put 2 of these control rods right here, 1 right there. And then last but not least, right at the top, the control rod itself. And we fill these gaps in with reactor glass. And once we fill the last one in, watch what happens. Ta-da! We have our multi-block structure. I absolutely love big reactors. I absolutely love these things. Because, oh man, you wait. I'm going to need a couple of bits of redstone to finish my contraption. This has an internal buffer of, let's have a look and I'll show you. It has an internal buffer of 10 million RF. I think that's 10 million, yeah. When there's that many noughts, they all kind of like blur together and you don't know what the hell's going on. There is like 10 million RF as a buffer in there. Waste is on auto eject. I can activate it if I so wish, but I don't want to do that just yet. I want for waste to go out of here. So out here, and stuff to go inside there. Now, I'm doing this for a reason, and we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to want to put some redstone like this, because on this side, I'm going to want to say, active whilst above 95%. Commit. Do I want to do that? Actually, hang on. Output energy amount percent active while above that. Okay, and then set from signal, commit, thank you. Active whilst below 95%. Brilliant. Right, now that's, effectively, this is turned on. There's nothing in there, but it's turned on. As you can see, there's no, there's a shutdown button here, but there's nothing going on because there's nothing in there. Let's go ahead and, I've got some Yellorite on me actually, so we use this. In the input slot, you can put it in the output slot as well. You can just put it in there, guys, and it won't make any difference. But I want to put it in the input slot, so bam, let's put you in there. And guys, we are now creating power. Look at this. Look at this. And this will heat up, and it will create a lot, power faster and stuff like that. When this gets to 95% full, let me just get rid of NEI for a second so I can show you. When this gets to 95% full, the energy buffer, you can see there it's going up 2.4, 2.5, so on and so forth. When that gets to 95%, what will happen is around the side of here, it will say, look, output energy amount active whilst below 95%. So when this gets above 95%, this will cut off. It won't be active. It won't give out a redstone signal. So then, obviously, that will, in turn, turn the reactor off. Which is set from the signal here. So when it gets to 95%, it will shut itself off, and when it drops below 95% again, it will turn itself back on. So it's a very efficient setup. You get the power out of here. We'll get to that in just a second though, because I want to make some energy, an energy cell for this. The other thing that I would like to make, guys, is something called the cyanide reprocessor, and that's something that I would like to make this episode because that's classed as the waste product. Cyanide reprocessor, there it is. I'm going to need 4 more reactor casings. I'm going to need another one of these Yellorite fuel rods. Luckily, I don't need casing for that. And 2 pistons, which is easy enough, and the redstone and iron there, which is also easy enough as well. In fact, I might want to wait a little bit until I've got Ender IO properly on before I do this cyanide reprocessor. Because, guys, it takes water it takes input, it also takes output, but it also takes power. Now that's a lot of things to all go into one block. Unless you're having this thing right in the middle of the floor, that's going to be pretty hard to do. But never fear, Ender.io is here because we can double up with the water, and we can also have the power going into the same side using Ender.io, which is fantastic. You can also do it with item conduits as well, but we're not going to get into that. I want to do it a certain way. I have a build in my head, I have a design in my head that I want to use, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I can't do it at the moment though because I need Ender.io's stuff to be able to do this, but we are creating RF power, so we can run all of our thermal expansion stuff off this, we can run all of our Ender.io stuff off this. Everything that we can run off this, guys, we can run off this now, which is fantastic. I'm going to get these water source blocks back up because I'm going to need this little bit of an area right here for the power. What I want to do eventually, this is not going to be my storage room, right? This is going to be like a little bit of an entranceway. You can see I've put the portal here, or I got Korjanshi to put the portal here. This is going to be an entranceway. This is going to be like you come in and there's a big entrance here, and then off down here, this is where my power is going to be. The power is then going to be fed up to, well, where there's going to be a power room. I'm hoping that if there's going to be a little room inside here, if I can do this, of course, there's going to be a room inside here with my thermal expansion / Ender.io machines inside here. That's where I want to put stuff. This is all going to be moved as well. Yeah, I don't know if it's nighttime. Is it nighttime yet? Can I? No, it's not nighttime at the moment, which is good. I need food. I'm badly in need of food. Now, another thing that I want to talk about and something that I would like to do in between episodes is something called a vacuum hopper or something called just a vacuum. Now, what this will do, the vacuum hopper, basically it will act like a hopper, any hopper, but it will suck items in towards this hopper. And then, of course, that'll be a good way to recollect my saplings from outside and any apples that drop off the tree, of course. The other way of doing it is this vacuum. Now, if I press shift, this is from Engineer's Toolbox. It sucks up items within a 3-block radius into its configured inventory on an internal redstone pulse. It's a little bit more involved, this vacuum one. I'd rather use the vacuum hopper, but at the moment I don't have any ender pearls, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to look towards doing that. At the moment, guys, we are just, ticking along with power. Look at this. I have over 2 million RF already. Over 2 million RF, nearly 3 million. That's quite a lot of power. And this is why I love Big Reactors for power. For starting off, guys, Big Reactors is fantastic. It takes a little bit of setting up to go first, but once you've got it set up, you're absolutely set. Because Yellorium is not exactly that rare in the world. You can find it pretty much everywhere. At least I find it pretty much everywhere. So Yellorium's it's not hard to come by either. And you just run that through a standard thermal expansion pulverizer, or you run it through your grinder, or like with metallurgy, you run it through... Did I run it through that? Did I run it through my crusher? I can't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did I? Because I couldn't. That was right. I didn't run that. It was only in this episode and I've forgotten already, guys. So yeah, we're looking towards where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Well, there's the aqueous accumulator. I've got the sag mill there. Now it all depends, guys, on what I want to use. Because certain things, like I said, the sag mill is great for pulverizing certain items, for getting a little bit more out of them than what thermal expansion would. But in the same breath, thermal expansion is also good at making items drop a little bit more of certain things than the sag mill is. So it's a real toss-up of what I want to put where. But I would love to get my ME system up and running. I would love to get that ME system up and running, but I think I might need to do a tiny bit more in the way of mining first before that, because I would like a little bit more quartz than this. But I would be able to now power this using this and using a redstone energy cell. But I'll get to that. That's going to be probably in the next episode if I can, guys. So that's it. That's it for this episode. We've got the Big Reactors reactor built and done and kaput and finitude. No need to worry about any power as of the moment. In between episodes, like I said, I'm going to get a couple of machines just laid up here so I can start doing stuff with my ores, because I've got tons and tons of ores up there. So what I'm going to do, guys, is that in between episodes, and I will see you guys for the next one. Until then, I've been the Toff Man. Thanks very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.